Boruto episode 103 preview breakdown. So what's up guys, it is your boy Alexia and I am back with another video. So in today's video guys, I'm going to be breaking down the preview for Boruto episode 103. Basically be theorizing on what is possibly going to happen in this upcoming episode of the Boruto anime. But before I actually start, breaking down the preview and theorizing and stuff, I just like to say that recently we got a new opening and ending for the Boruto anime, and I pretty much enjoyed them. My main problem with the opening and ending was that there were no references to the Utsutsuki clan, or should I say more specifically Urashiki Utsutsuki, because I honestly thought they were going to show us Urashiki in either the opening or the ending, because I thought like Urashiki was going to be in the next arc, or at least going to be returning soon. But either way, Urashiki could make a cameo or a return in one of the upcoming episodes, and it's just that he's not in the opening or ending. He wasn't featured. And with that said guys, I have a video coming out on Urashiki later this week. So if you want to see that video, I recommend that you subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I recommend that you turn on post notifications so you are basically alerted when that video gets uploaded. Alright, with that said, let's start the preview breaking down and theorizing. I hope that came out right. So the first scene of the preview is basically a shot of Jugo, and he's undergoing his curse mark transformation, because if we remember from Boruto episode 102, Jugo was basically injected with some sort of thing. It's like this reverse tranquilizer. It basically triggers Jugos Transformation. He was injected by the mad scientist or ornithologist Tosaka. So this is also revealed that Tosaka is the bad guy in episode 102. I would say in episode 101, in the ending, but it's like more episode 102. So it was kind of, cliche that Tosaka ended up being the bad guy. I'm not gonna lie, it was really cliche. But we'll talk about Tosaka being villain cliche and, Tosaka overall being the villain a little bit later in the preview breakdown. So let's focus on Jugo. So in the ending of episode 102, we actually saw that Jugo was more transformed than he is in this image or this shot of the preview. So I would say like this shot of the preview is actually from episode 102 itself, because we did see this exact shot. And the next shot of Boruto, we did see it as well. This is when Boruto was basically trying to unstrap Jugo in episode 102, coming close to the ending. And Boruto, started to sweat and stuff like that because Jugo was starting to fully transform and was like on the brink of breaking loose or getting free. So the next shot is of Tosaka, and let's talk about Tosaka being kind of cliche. Well, it was cliche because the bad guy turns out to be, the guy that you're working with all along. That's the type of cliche I'm talking about. But overall, Tosaka as a villain wasn't really surprising, because the minute we were introduced to this guy, it was like showed that this guy was some level crazy, because the guy licked bird poop and he was just overall weird. And those are the types of people that are extremely dangerous. Weird, crazy, psychopathic people. He could also be a sociopath. Honestly, I'm not here to debate the difference between a sociopath and a psychopath. I'm not a psychologist, so I can't tell you which one he is, but he's definitely some level crazy. So Tosaka's main goal as a villain was to basically, acquire the curse mark. So he's done that. He has like a perfect version of the curse mark that was stated by him in Boruto episode 102. And also, he wants to test it out against Jugo. This guy is crazy. Okay, he has never really tested out his curse mark ever before, so this is like the first major test run, and he wants to put it up against Jugo. This is just crazy, because Jugo is like gonna wreck this guy, and we don't see it in the preview, but the fact that Jugo is like later on in the preview fighting against Boruto tells you that Jugo wrecks Tosaka. And I hope that he gets a good wrecking, because of what he did to Boruto, Suigetsu, and Jugo. It was not cool. It was not cool. Using everybody as pawns in this like scheme of his. I hope Jugo wrecks him good. So moving on to the next shot. It's a shot of the lake, and we see all the goose are there. Also, the title for this episode is Migration Season. So, like, the goose in this episode are planning on leaving, And in the next shot, we see Sarada and Karin, and basically, like, spoilers for this episode, of Sarada is gonna be trying to stop the goose from migrating in this episode, and it's like, it seems like she fails, or like she doesn't really succeed, or she isn't really doing well at that, you know, like actually preventing the goose from migrating. So yeah, next shot, Jugo is out in the forest, most likely near the lake, and you're gonna find out why he's near to the lake later on. So he's undergoing his transformation, and it's pretty painful, as we've seen multiple times throughout this short 6 arc, you know, thing. Oh, also, I think that this is the last episode of the 6 arc thing, right? Yeah, so we're gonna be going into a new arc, or like something new in the next episode, which is kind of good. Awesome. Yes. Sorry about that, I got a little bit off topic, but the next shot is a shot of Sarada and Karin along with Team 15, and we see that Namida is holding a goose in her hand. So listen, there are 2 things that they could be all looking at and shocked about. It could either be Jugo undergoing his transformation, and that's why I said earlier that Jugo is near the lake, because like the last time we saw Sarada and Karin, they were at the lake, so like Jugo is near the lake. That's why he would be near the lake, because, you know, you guys get what I'm saying. I'm really bad at explaining things, so forgive me here, okay? And the other reason why they would all be shocked is simply because they're seeing all the goose leaving and stuff like that. Because the title for this episode is Migration Season, basically hinting at the fact that the goose are starting to leave, and like some of them are still infected with the curse mark. And if they do leave with the curse mark, it could basically be spread throughout the entire world, which would be catastrophic. But I'm more leaning towards the fact that they're seeing Jugo undergoing his transformation, and also like Boruto fighting with Jugo. So the next shot is a shot of Boruto, and Boruto looks to be in pain. So spoilers for this episode have stated that Boruto gets attacked by Jugo, and this is evident because we saw that Tosaka was going to be going up against Jugo. Okay, so Boruto was in the same place as Tosaka and Jugo, so like once Tosaka gets wrecked by Jugo is obviously going to go after Boruto, because like he's, you know, undergoing a transformation. He doesn't know what the hell is going on, so that's what I think most likely happens. And this is like Boruto in pain. So yeah, Boruto just got wrecked by Jugo, or like kind of wrecked by Jugo, not, you know, as bad as Tosaka gets wrecked. And the next shot is of Jugo's teeth, and we see his face. He's fully transformed. His eyes are glowing yellow, orangish. I don't really know, but he's fully transformed. Then we see the class rep, Sumide. She is there, and I think she's petting the Nue, probably. Yeah, that's probably the Nue. Then we see in the next shot Boruto looking directly at the fully transformed Jugo, and the next shot is a reversal of the previous shot with Jugo looking at Boruto instead of Boruto looking at Jugo. So like, yo, Boruto and Jugo are gonna throw down in this episode. And don't even get me started on the power scale. Like, how is Boruto gonna get out of this? How? Because we know Konohamaru ain't gonna be stepping in to save his ass. So most likely Suigetsu is probably gonna show up to save Boruto. Yeah, that's most likely what's gonna happen. Also, as I mentioned, Konohamaru there. Konohamaru isn't shown in the preview for this episode, but Konohamaru was shown in Boruto episode 102. Him and Mitsuki, they're off on like their little own mission to go stop the Land of Rivers guys, or at least they were pretending to be Land of Rivers guys. I don't really know, but you know, the guys that were hanging out with Tosaka, they are going to go stop them downstream or downriver, because they were planning on, you know, taking a boat and escaping and stuff like that. We did see Tosaka knock them out, but like there could be more of them. So yeah, Konohamaru and Mitsuki are off doing that, and we might get to see some Konohamaru action. Even though he's still weak, and Mitsuki is probably going to end up doing all the work, but still, Konohamaru action. So guys, this is it for the preview breakdown video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like down below, and if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on notification bells, and don't forget that the video about Urashiki is coming out later this week. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. So subscribe. It's been your boy HumbleX. Have a blessed day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.